Hi everyone, this is E. The sneaky gardener. Sometimes I forget, I want to keep saying the empty nester, or one time you guys didn't catch me and I said I was the shady gardener, and what do you call it? I'm sitting here in Missouri today and it's low 90s, burning up in temperature. I see someone's in the room. Hi to you and bye to you. That was quick. But I or was looking online and ordering. Hi Shirley, good to see you. I looked up propagating jasmine a while ago too, and it is like a hardwood cutting, where you take some of the leaves off the bottom, and you cut the stem, take some of the leaves off, and they say rooting hormone or honey, or willow bark, creates a good rooting hormone, or just try, just putting it in water or in the soil and propagating it. But I, what do you call it? Was for something to do, looking online and started looking at daylilies, looking for another peach-colored daylily like I used to have from Miss Starst, and I ended up buying some daylilies. Hi, DP Mike. It's great to see you. I've been thinking about you. Wondering what you were up to. Haven't seen you in a while. But I'm not normally a shopper, but you know, this not being able to do what you want when you want got to me. So I ended up, these were supposed to be daylilies that lost their tags. So they're named daylilies and they're also supposed to be 3 or 4 years old. And when I opened them up, I was kind of like, huh, I wonder if they really are. Sorry, I'm trying to take and I dropped it. Hang on a second. But they do have a good root system to them. And I went ahead yesterday and weed whacked around the phone pole or, um, yeah, look at shopping. I was shop looking, and I, what do you call it? I think there's 10 of these and I got them for like $30 or less than $30 with shipping. And the box, let me see if I can get you to see the box. It's kind of a medium-sized shipping box, and it was smashed to death. And good thing it wasn't glass, or it would be broke all over the place. And then I'm gonna, I, I keep thinking and thinking and thinking of, over there around that electrical pole is a good place for them. But if we continue with heat like this, how am I going to get a water hose over there? I need 300 or 400 feet of hose to go from the water faucet over there. And I can't handle, doing a pull like that. So I'm thinking, do I pot these up and wait for fall or uh, just make my garden continue to stay that way where it's within the first 50 to 100 feet and a water hose can get to it. And that area too, um, honeysuckle vines have taken over my rose bush. So everything's thinking and thinking and thinking. It disappeared for a second. When we start gardening, we plan for the ability of you can do what you want where you want. And now I have to think of how to make it easier because of, even in St. Louis, I didn't feel like dragging 400 feet of hose to the back. So I only ran plants. I did hostas and many shade plants. And then down by the street, I did lilies in the sun. And I went across, say, 500 feet of the front and then back 100 feet up and down from the street and planted. Where here, I thought this would be a piece of cake to plant at this house, and it turns out right now it's survival of the fittest over that way. Like the grapes are surviving no matter what, the apples are surviving no matter what, and everything up here is kind of sinking and swimming. My Japanese maple is a butterfly Japanese maple. Let's see if you can see it. I guess I might have to take you a little closer to point it out. Okay, there it is, right there. The rootstock is taking over on the right hand side of it, and the left side was it's pink and white and green. The flowers are, and without being able to get a hose up here, the whole plant, is dying. There's not going to be any saving that. And then that's a Japanese maple right there, willow, and it's pretty much goner. If you look across the street right there, that bush is gonna be a goner. So when you're planning, you always plan on, you know, thinking that things are gonna just make it no matter what. And when you're going from a climate of flooding rain to heat and drought, things aren't in your game plan because you're not planned for, like I'm not planned to live in Texas. And right now, I think we're in Texas instead of Missouri, the hot, dry climate. And um, have to start replanning things that can live in a multiple climate is what I'm thinking. Like the self-watering buckets that I have back there, the 50-gallon drum cut in half, that makes it no matter what. And then the grow bags, you can put them in water or take them out of water. That makes it grow no matter what. And then under my greenhouse, the plastic I had, the potatoes that survived over the winter, what was it, Charlotte and Sapa Marrow, that was from chewed potato seed. Both of them did great all winter. They survived, and then now they've regrown all by themselves in the summertime. So that kind of was a protected area and, really survived. But, any ideas what you guys would do with, go ahead and chance them to survive on their own over there, or just pot them up and wait for fall? But, I'll wait till the comments go. And then on the tree over there, the mimosa tree, how I showed you the pink flowers falling down, on the ends of them, it kind of looks like seeds, but my brain from all the surgeries and stuff kind of, I lost my memory of how it actually is. And in the fall, you'll find a seed because the mimosa tree is a legume. And whoops, sorry, a mosquito was biting me and I was trying to get him off. But it's in the legume, a bean family, and it grows a long pod, and there's seeds in the pod. And then that flies off kind of like a maple tree does, shedding its seeds. And thank you. Jamming with Yarn says pot them up so you can get to them. Okay. That's what I'll do. Or look on that side. But for right now, I have to just get them in water and let them go too, because we've got mosquitoes going like crazy now. And normally we're not attacked by mosquitoes too. So these guys will start soaking in some water. And then with shopping too, I went ahead and ordered a new pair of shoes because my shoes here, these shoes are cracking right down the center, and I put T-Rex tape on them and tried to glue them together, and that don't work. But believe it or not, in 2006 when we were in St. Charles, Walgreens had my first pair of these shoes. And hang on a second, there's a truck going past us. But Walgreens had these shoes, and they're made of recycled tires. And I'm not sure if you can see the bottom. It looks like a horseshoe on the bottom. You can pick up nails, and I still have the first pair of shoes, and it cracked down the center too after about 6 years of use. These are the they've got little ridges on the inside of them and an arch support. They're kind of like my favorite shoe in the world. You know, I'd wear them winter, spring, summer, and fall. You know, so that's why I went ahead and ordered another pair online because you can't just find them anywhere, you know, locally to buy anymore. But that was the end of my shopping. You know, so I bought myself a birthday present or two birthday presents this year. You know, and it made me happy, you know, to get a new pair of shoes like I already had, and to get the daylilies. And oh man, the daylilies I bought a couple years ago that I showed you on propagating. There's just beautiful blooms. You know, they constantly, like an orchestra, every day a new one, a new one, a new one, a different shape. You know, it's beautiful. You know, and I wanted to put them, you know, in the middle of those guys, but that'll just have to wait. And then, oh, I've managed to get some weeds down, you know, vines off the house a little bit at a time, you know, and a little bit around some of the trees, but not all of them. Like, don't look over my shoulder, you know, that one really needs some help. You know, it's kind of like, um, I've had to learn patience this year. High running with scissors. The puppy burger's almost done with, or it already has been cooked, and it's just getting that intro to it. Every time I went to do it, it was like I came outside and got attacked by mosquitoes or something, and then I wanted to go to my garden and pick a tomato for it, you know, so that anyone looking at a cooking video would think fresh from the garden, you know, vegetables rather than everything store bought, store bought, store bought. You know, so I don't, when I do a cooking video, I kind of like to promote growing your own, but not too many people can grow their own burgers, you know, but it's a thought, you know, not a thought, but, you know, like going in on a cow with someone else and buying your own fresh meat. Let's see, Shirley says, do you see mesquite spray? One of the viewers made, I remember her channel, I'll let you know if you didn't see it. I've seen different things and tried different things, and right now I'm trying, it used to be like you would get a product from the, like Avon, Skin So Soft, but my daughter told me that the baby lotion at, what was it, Walmart, it's got aloe and vitamin E in it. It repels the mosquitoes too, and it's kind of working. I did use it, and I only just got the one mosquito, and normally it would be 10 mosquitoes, and they wouldn't quit. So maybe that one was brave enough to take a bite and get smashed. You know, sorry. You know, I don't like to kill things in public, but mosquitoes and fleas and ticks are something that I will, you know, take out. What do you call it? With I go outside to do the intro because I don't really want to do an intro in my kitchen. You know, I just showed the Jetstream oven. I'm not sorry. I poked myself in the eye. I showed the Magic oven, the Magic Chef oven, and not my whole kitchen. To do an intro, you'd have to show your whole kitchen, and I'm still not well enough to get the whole house clean. I go in there a little bit and do some dishes, come back, go do a little bit, sit back down. It may look like that I'm happy and healthy, but I still am like a 10-minute gardener, if you know what I'm saying. I'm not capable of doing a lot. And then next week I may have, oh, that doesn't work. I tried that and it damages your plants. You know, spraying your plants with the mouthwash and Epsom salts and beer. And I didn't use the beer, but I did try the Epsom salts and I did try the mouthwash. And some plants don't like to be sprayed with mouthwash. So, and then you're killing the good bugs too, along with the mosquitoes. So I don't, sorry, I appreciate the thought, but I also, because there are bees, things like that, the bees, butterflies, we need good and bad, and sometimes we just have to put up with the good. And getting rid of the mosquitoes, they're kind of temporary. If you get rid of every bit of standing water around the property and around your neighbor's property, you can get rid of the mosquitoes too. And because they don't have a place to breed that way, it's trying to get them before that happens. And sorry, I didn't mean to, just chop your idea of what you looked for. I appreciate it. And for somebody else, it might work because they may not have the plants that I have that were harmed by it. Never know. But I still really excited about all these plants. It's kind of like, I'll show you, this is number 2, that was number 1. And I was expecting bigger plants for 3 or 4-year-old roots, but they came from the south too. So I thought, something more like this. See how thick the base is? I would have thought more of that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think they might have. Oh, this was what I was expecting right here. So maybe those are bonuses. This is more like it. Sorry, let me try to get the bag off. Oop. This is what I was expecting. Look at the size of these. So I have to just go through the bag or the box and look, because this is, well worth the price I paid. And if they're named, I'll have to start putting them up and find out the names of them and get tags for them also. There's another baby. But, and another baby. So they're not all 3 or 4-year-old plants. Another baby. So maybe the big one was my bonus. And another one. That's the end of the shopping. It's like, got dirt on me. Sorry. But I need to get these guys in water. And then I got another surprise too with the Jetstream oven I was telling you about. I fixed it. It works. So now the Magic Oven has competition. And it really makes me happy, that I could do it, and I did it. I took it apart and found out, or it magically fixed itself. I found out it wasn't the belt and it was a little electrical burn, and it was something in there probably that caused the burn. But I haven't test cooked in it yet, neither. I just know I got it running, so I'm excited about that. And next week, I went today for an MRI, and next week I'll find out what comes of the MRI. I'm not going to get the knots, cut off from my stitches. I'm just going to live with them until they either come out or disintegrate. But I'll talk further more about, what's going on with me and my health next week when I find out for sure, what's going on with my health. But I'm just thrilled. I'm going to every day do something. I'm going to every day, do something in the garden, and every day I'm going to program my brain to being happy and bring you guys along with me to let's all garden and be happy. I'm going to close for now, and unless you guys got questions or something to ask me, before I close. you have to type fast. I kind of wish that, like a chat room, but I don't. I would have to get on my main account to get into a Hangout to chat like that. Where this is my second account and it's not connected to a Hangout for YouTube. But they're changing things. Maybe they'll make a new, or I need to learn how, to do that. But I'll close for now. Sending you all hugs and kisses and love from Missouri. Bye for now.